right here, showing you everything that is going on here in the Colonial Dungeon, which is not a whole lot. But I'll tell you this. There's a lot of things that we're going to be doing. One of them right now is watching Randy Orton versus Mark Henry for the World Heavyweight title, Night of Champions 2011. I am excited to get this going. This was on Skyler's request, our Bay Area Brawler himself. And we are going to, actually, this is kind of funny because right off the dome here, as soon as I watch this, we are actually going to bring the fourth wall, record the show for this Friday. So stay tuned for that, of course. That is going to be not too long from now, just a few short days. And you know how to get there. I'm not even going to tell you how to get there because every YouTuber tells you how to get there. They tell you how to like and to share and subscribe and to hit the bell button and switch it to all. You've heard it all before. You don't need to hear it from me. And we're going to do this. We're going to watch this because time is of the essence. And I see Skyler has hopped on, but the only reason I'm not going to have you jump onto the audio is that because of the ads, you're going to be watching a different timing than I will, so it's going to unsync and sound weird. I know it's probably going to be about the same when you do it at home, which I understand is kind of inherently the core issue with doing this with YouTube. But with the task at hand, and because I really don't want to give Peacock this satisfaction, nor do I want to require any of you to get Peacock because I already have Peacock and I don't need Peacock, nor do I really want Peacock, but I have to have Peacock because Peacock decided to buy WWE's tape library. So now that we've got all of that out of the way, the only time that this doesn't happen is when it's a match that's uploaded by someone who doesn't actually own the footage. And those usually don't have ads. Usually. That doesn't say all the time, but usually. But usually anyone with WWE, we're looking at about every 4 minutes here. So it's going to be right around the same for you and I. We're going to just try and ride this out. Hopefully we can skip the ads and we can kind of sync up together and I'll, like I usually do, be doing the staples here. So you'll be hearing the timestamps as we resume watching this matchup. But time is of the essence, as I've said once before. So let's get this going. We're going to watch this. Now, the keys to the tape, the tail of the tape of this matchup. Now, I'm going to be briefed on this much more when we have Skyler's episode this Friday, which is what we're going to be recording today, right after I watch this. So please stick around for that come Friday. He's going to be explaining this match more in depth as far as the context around, because I've said it before. This was kind of when I did not care about WWE. At this point, it was my phasing out of WWE. Really, 2010 to late 2012, maybe even through 2013, I was at a very arm's length look at pro wrestling until I got back in 2014 with the breaking of the streak and all of that. So this is not about me. This is about Clash of Champions. Stay tuned for Skyler's episode. He's going to have a lot of great insight on this. I'm excited to get this going. We are going to start this at 0-0-0, as it were. And if you will count along with me, I'm going to, but just to break this down so everybody knows what's going on, I'm going to say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. And when I say go and point at you, that's when you press play. Okay? Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right. Tony Schimmel, back when in-ring introductions are, when in-ring introductions were actually palatable. But it's way too cartoony now. And Mark Henry, he's an angry man. He's mad that the people don't like him, and you can see it in his facials. And at this point, you got to remember that Mark Henry is he's really finally clicked on all cylinders of what he's capable of. You know, there are some guys that it just takes a while to bloom. You know, some of them, there are spring blooming guys and there are fall blooming guys. And this is definitely a fall bloomer. A late bloomer was Mark Henry. But, man, this was peak Mark Henry, really. As from 2011 through 2012, Mark Henry was really on top of his game. And it's not because of Mark Henry I left. No, it was more heel Michael Cole that drove me away because I couldn't listen to heel Michael Cole. And Michael Cole immediately botching the weight of... Isn't the weight supposed to be done with the in-ring introductions? Why did Michael Cole have to reiterate that? This is Randy Orton in his awkward babyface phase. Now, the keys to this matchup, I'm told it's not only just this match, but it's also the subsequent promo. Oh, kick to the knee. Vicious kick to the knee. Vicious kick to the knee. Now, I understand Mark Henry is... I understand this is WWE thing, but maybe this is just me, and because Mark Henry has already had his reputation, I suppose. Even though he's the world's strongest. Okay, never mind. I take that back. I was gonna say he shouldn't take a bump and fall down to the ground that quickly, but him just standing right back up was pretty nice. So I will rescind that as premature criticism. I wonder what Mark Henry would look like without all the dreads. That's a lot of hair. Then they did the fake finishes, yep. Oh, boot to the face. Oh, that was a weird bump that Orton took on the corner. I was like, oh, what a boot to the face. Oh, God. Splash. Big splash. Yeah, Bald Mark Henry, that was what, 2009? That we got Bald Mark Henry, and that was also odd. Oh, World's Strongest Slam. And Orton, like a cat. Randy with a snack hold, because he's a snack. He was also bald in 2009. Oh, here comes an ad. Advertisement. Does anyone want a new car? And bam, let me guess. 4 minutes, 4:06, 4:07, 4:08, 4:09, 4:10. Now we're back in action. So far, oh, and a right hand. You know, the commentary table of King Booker T has potential, but Michael Cole really just ruins it. Especially at this time. I mean, even though his heel thing was effectively over, it was just, eh. Now, oh, slamming into the barricade. What else happened on this show? I don't even remember. I wasn't even around at this time. I don't even remember what happened. There was something important that happened on this show, but I don't. Was it the rematch? Was it the SummerSlam rematch between Cena and Punk? I can't remember. There was something of importance on this show, and I'm just blanking on what it is. Oh, what's he trying to bow and arrow here? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, Triple H and CM Punk. That's right. That was actually Gumby. Like, shut the hell up, Cole. As if Cole ever watched Gumby. If he did, I'm impressed. Now we're going into Mark Henry Town. At 100 at this point, he slowed down so much. You could tell his ring presence is so much different than it was early in his career. And it's really a tribute to him that he worked so hard at it. I think Kevin Nash at SummerSlam killed the Summer of Punk, Sky. Baby Splash, Baby Splash. Made famous by Bojack. It's a little piece for you Magnation fans out there. Speaking of, I hear that whispers of the Magnation, there's rumors going around that there's a reemergence of Magnation wrestlers in various other promotions. So if you were in the know and you knew those things, the rumor mill, I'm going to be a Dave Meltzer here. There's neither a confirmation nor denial that whispers of the Magnation have been whispered. I have insider knowledge on this. Mark Henry now. Oh. I don't like that whole like, oh, that cover wasn't to pin him. It's like, if there wasn't the point. Oh, here we go. Advertisement. Skip. All right, we are at 8:12. Looks like 4 minutes and 6 seconds is the thing. Here we go. 17, 18, 19, 8:20. But yes, I can confirm these things. See, I don't feel like Michael Cole needed to recite. See, it's the thing with, like, when Michael Cole says that's exactly what Mark Henry said, if we could all hear it, that's so dumb to do, because then it's basically saying that was premeditated and that was a line, and I don't think it was, but I hate that because Cole makes things sound fake. He really does. He really does. And he didn't always. He used to be better than this. But years of overproduction have led to Michael Cole. Oh, now just vicious right hands. I can't tell if the fans are doing that or if Kevin Dunn is doing that. I'm honestly not sure, because it looks like the fans are just, oh, there they are. They're woken up. Okay. It might have actually been fans then. But I'm just so used to Kevin Dunn. What the hell was that clothesline, Randy? Oh, Randy's drop kick. Wow. One of the best drop kicks in the game. Period. Oh, headbutt. Big headbutt. Love when big guys do headbutts. Now that is a clothesline. Oh, we got him. Is it one and done? Can it be one and done? Oh, sad. Sad. Could you imagine if one World's Strongest Slam beat Randy Orton? How crazy people would have gone nuts for that. That would have been a stunner, but that would have made Mark Henry. Not that he wasn't doing fine on his own, but that would have made Mark Henry. So, and Michael Cole, just stop. Just stop with the Fed shit. Just stop. Is he gonna Vader bomb here? He's way too close to the rate to Vader bomb, yo. That kind of premeditated that. Orton was way too close. Oh, going for the leg. Smart. Remember when a DDT was a finish? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Oh, here we go. Adds again. 12 minutes and 1 second this time. Oh, and it's a 6-second unskippable. Oh, worse. Worst. 2 6-second unskippables. Worst. The worst. Oh, Amy Poehler. Okay. No comment. Oh, draping DDT. We come back. We are at 12:05. 12:08, 12:09, 12:10. Hopefully that's enough. Hope you didn't have like a 30-second unskippable. And his hand is on the ropes. That was pretty obvious to tell where that was headed. But that's okay. That's still okay. Ring awareness. But that could have been better timed on Mark Henry's part. He could have gotten that right at like 2.5 and then bam, got it. I feel like he got it at like 1 and then the ref's like, oh, yeah, no. Oh, that was clever. Why did Orton grab his nipple there? Because I don't know if that hit his chest. I know it hit his, like near his head, but I don't know. I shouldn't be critical. I'm being hypercritical. I often feel like I'm being hypercritical on these matches when I watch them. I mean, it is a match of the week, and we're watching it to critique. But honestly, this match has been actually quite fun. It's a Randy Orton match. It's slow. It's methodical. But I do still enjoy this. But Michael Cole is really hurting this. No, I'm sick of Michael Cole. Oh, kick to the leg. Give him another strongest slam and end this. Just let that be that. He's going to get an RKO in. He's going to have to get one in. Oh, I hope he doesn't. That's it. Please let that be it. He's done. Hell yeah. Listen to the pop. Listen to the pop that got. I think people really were. I think this was. Oh man! They found the one upset blonde white girl, just like no. That was great. That was gold. That's one of the few times that Kevin Dunn finding a random person in the audience worked. That right there was great. But look how good that belt looks. Look how good that belt looks compared to the belts that we've got now. Hate to see it. You hate to see it. And there's the smart going. There's the smart in the CM Punk thing going, what do you think of this? And he's like, I don't know. Oh, God, Michael Cole, stop. Man, I'm happy. I mean, I am very happy for Mark here. This was a cool moment. But I'm waiting for that promo. I hear that there's a promo to watch after this. All right, we're going through tape. They go to that drop kick that always looks fantastic from Mark Henry. Every time. Slam, slam, thank you, ma'am. That was the second one. And oh, that was the first one. Yeah, see, he hit his arm. Oh no, I guess. Okay, all right, fine. He put it like under his armpit. Oh, advertisement. 6 second unskippable again. That's how it be sometimes. All right, let me guess. A second unskippable 6 second? Yep. It's for a movie with Angelina Jolie. Hooray! All right, we are at 16, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And we are at 16:20. The match is over, but we are definitely going to. I've been told to stick around for the afterbirth, the aftermath, the afters, if you will, the backside, as some like to call them. Is Josh Matthews a heel commentator? Yeah, give me the mic. Yeah, get the hell out of there, Josh Matthews. Yes. Was this the first time he said it? No. Can't be. It's amazing the promo skills of Mark Henry, how they developed. You know, what makes Mark Henry, you could tell that there was a little bit of truth in that. I think a lot of people, for many different reasons, doubted Mark Henry, critiqued Mark Henry, especially the way his career went as far as going back to developmental, working with OVW, and, going back to the strongman. Vince saying there's no place in here for the second strongest man. And that was, and then with all of that, and then going and winning the strength competition, and then just not being used. We had a match with The Undertaker that was something, but other than that, really at the bottom line of the whole thing is that Mark Henry probably did have a lot of haters and doubters out there, and a lot of the IWC did not think that WWE would put the belt on Mark Henry. I don't think. So this was one of those times when you could tell that a lot of this was buried in real feelings that Mark Henry had, and I think that was really cool to be able to see that in the conviction in his eyes. You can tell he means what he says. And that is something that's so missing in modern promos because everything is manufactured and all the lines are given. And even, I will say one of the things to AEW's credit, we never see it on the pay-per-views because they never cut any promos other than Dustin, and I always like Dustin's promos, but they've got a lot of good promos over there when they're allowed to do things that aren't. Okay, I don't know how I'm going to finish that sentence. Things when they're able to speak for themselves and they want to cut intense promos, they can do so. And you can see that freedom in them. And every so often you get that with WWE. You get that with certain people. But WWE's format's also different because WWE, you're talking about scripts that they're given and how they're performing those scripts rather than being able to talk for themselves. They've pretty much taken over almost everybody now with the scripting. I think almost everybody is scripted. There used to be certain people that were allowed not to be, but can you think of anybody right now who is not saying words that have been on a paper? Even if they sound good saying them, most of it's lines. And I don't know how much of it's lines in AEW, but I could guarantee you that when people are allowed to say promo with conviction, they sound halfway decent when they're, when it's the right people. But promos right now, I don't think you capture what you used to capture, because you don't get the intensity in people's eyes. You don't get the energy anymore. Even for baby faces, there's no energy in people anymore. So there's a lot of reasons, but I'm going to save the rest of that conversation for Skyler and I to talk about, so you will see it on Friday. So with that said, it is now time to finish this live stream, giddy on up out of here, and be hitting that old dusty trail. I am your Colonial Champion, Sean McCarty, bidding you yippee-ki-yo, Kanye, and we will see you. We will see you on Friday for Skyler's show, the Court Martial podcast. Take care, everybody. We will be right back.